Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and this is going to be a War Machine battle report. And this one here is going to be basically my stuff versus my stuff. My buddy John is over. He wants to try out some Signar and is borrowing some of my models. So I'm going to be facing against my 6 hunter list here, but under Sloan. He's wanting to give Sloan a good try. And for when he was wanting to try this out, of course he's going to be dropping against something with heavies, but he was wondering how I was going to do against something with infantry. You know, he knows that I drop Epic Cane against infantry to really just tear it apart, but he was wondering if Sloan and the Storm Lances can deal with it too. So to try and give a drop that kind of makes sense, I went with my Magnus2 line breaker. This one has a galleon which does not want to see all those hunters, but also has the infantry that kind of really calls a question whether Sloan can handle it. So we'll kind of see how this goes. So I win the first round here, and I'm going to go up there and just dig in with my trenchers. I'm really just throwing up Stannis Brocker up there as I know he's going to be shot off the table, so he might as well be there. You know, why not? Pretty much when you go up against a shooty list like this where you can go up and do fire group, yeah, if you see where the galleon is at a spot where he can't be shot at. So that's the safe line. So there's no way that Stannis Brocker can stay back there and be in the safe line. So hell, why not? Let's just get up there. Otherwise, Magnus is staying safe. He's staying back in a bunker. Sure, he could take shots at me, but I am fully camped and I think I'll be safe. So on his turn, he does try a few shots at Magnus. Those fail, so he abandons it. Otherwise, Stannis Brocker shot off the table. He might have shot off another random dude or something, but that's really it. Really didn't get too much done other than killing Stannis Brocker. And yeah, this is great. Now what I need to do is step up and either destroy or tie up as many of these hunters as possible. If I can destroy, let's say, 2 of them now and tie up another 2, then I'm pretty sure I can survive the feeded shot on my galleon, but either way, it's really going to hurt. I would love to be locking down the Storm Lances rather, on the right flank, but because Magnus is forced to stay in this trench, I really don't have a good way of getting over there. I even measured out, so if I would have like charged over with a feat and throw myself, I still can't really catch them all. So I'm just gonna have to hold my feet for a turn. So going up and shooting, I am able to destroy 2 of the hunters. The other hunter on the left is tied up with a couple of trenchers, so that's good. To try and hold up the Storm Lances on the right, the Rangers really kind of ran into them, hoping that they won't be able to get much farther than that. Plus he's going to need to free up the other hunter. Otherwise, going up and shooting the one hunter that's just right of the objective, that one's really banged up. It's lost both of its arms and its cortex, but there are a lot of mechanics there, so he will be able to go up there and fix it. Again, Magnus staying a little bit back. I did do escort this turn for a little bit of extra armor and to get up the galleon faster, but yeah, I'm still not feeling safe enough to leave my little cubbyhole. Otherwise, on his turn, he's going to do a lot more damage than I expected. He is going to be popping his feet here and doing some good damage to the galleon, but the main thing is that the main Rangers that were tying things up on the right, he actually used 1 hunter to go and kill off, like aim and shoot off 2 of the main ones there. So that's going to allow the Storm Lances to charge through and do a lot more damage and tie up a lot more than I wanted. Plus I also lost like half of my galleon, so that sucks. You know, that's the thing, right? I've gone through and I've tried like tying all these things down, but still, the 4 shots from a hunter is enough to take out half of a galleon, and dangerous times. Now, apart from that, I am feeling pretty good now. I'm past the feet, so what I want to do is start moving my way over, start making sure those trenchers are going to tie down the left hunter. I want to forget about those. I want to move up and destroy at least 1 more hunter, if not 2, and then just be in a spot where Magnus can now move up and start being a bully, start scoring, and start turning this game around. So that's what I do. I really just kind of charge over with Magnus with the feet. That's going to lock down the Storm Lances so that even if he frees them up, they can't charge into the galleon. I'm able to shoot down 2 more of the hunters, so that's fantastic. Now he only has 1 that's fully encircled with trenchers, and then another one back on the hill, so I'm not really worried about that. Corbeau kind of runs over just to be ready for later, and yeah, this is really going well. You know, next turn I should be able to either go up and start shooting down the last hunter or start stabbing people with the galleon, but now I'll be in a spot where he's lost almost all of his guns, and Corbeau can really just go up there and start saying parlay and forcing my way through, and Magnus can just start scoring on the main zone. Unfortunately, I just did not give Sloan the respect that I should have. You know, I'm armor 17 on Magnus. I'm 19 with the, you know, escort up. And the problem is that she's still a weapon master, and that dice are still a thing. So really with that, she's a POW 12 weapon master. With all the stacks up, it's still a -7. And so that means on average she should be doing 7 damage. You know, I should be able to use focus to go and reduce that down as being 2 damage each, but she did crank one of the damage rolls, and so really left me in a bad spot. The hunter comes over, it also shoots, does a little bit more damage, and I actually would have survived that, but the big thing that I did underestimate past that was Lattimore coming in. So I thought that, you know, with the lances and the rangers being in the way, that he would not be able to get her through, but with some very careful stabby, and then with the reposition from Mark III, they're able to move aside and now be able to get in Lattimore into Magnus. And yeah, even with that there, where I'm now, I'm actually not engaged because I don't even get the unyielding because I only have 1 inch and she has a 2-inch range. Yeah, she comes in and wallops me with a shot and a charge, and down goes Magnus. And I did feel kind of silly about this. I had a couple of outs for it. You know, there was no reason for Magnus to be quite that far up. I could have put myself a little bit more to the right. I don't even know if I even needed the feat, but, you know, when I went up there with Madeleine Corbeau, I could have parlayed instead of running. I just did not think that I was going to be charged. So I had an easy out to stop this, and I think I was at a point in the game too that I didn't need to be this aggressive. You know, if Magnus was not going to be where he was, I could have just put more things in the way of the Storm Lances, then on the following turn, really make sure to be in a spot where I'm now taking everything out, being a more dominant lead, but I just stuck out my head a little bit too early, and John was able to work things out and get the kill. So congratulations to John. Definitely made me respect Sloan more, where you can't just look at the numbers, right? You always want to math it out, but when you're rolling 4 dice, massive spikes can happen, and it can have a very deadly effect. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.